Hi, hi, Julie. Hi, Sharon. Hang on, I'm tweeting. Um, 1 minute. LinkedIn profile. Go to the morning live and books, coloring, LinkedIn profile. Okay. All right. Hi, Eva. Hi, Mark. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Yeah, I got to tweet it out. Hi, Kenny. Hi, Shirley. Anybody else? I got to remember not to lean on that table. That jiggles my camera cord. So, yeah. I got. Well, I'm going to show one book that I got over the weekend. This book, which this is the cover to this book. Annie V sent me this with a nice note. Got a couple other things for show and tell. And yeah, cats are in here today. So as long as I'm not doing anything that they can get their tails in. So hope everybody had a good weekend. We did not go downtown. I didn't get to go downtown. It was raining on Saturday morning. So we just decided to do some house things. Oh, there's Terry. Terry, I need to ask you something, Terry, in tweet or in message, but I'll ask you later. Let's see. Let me get my soundboard here. Where's my soundboard? Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I accidentally hit that. Sorry. Whoops. Uh-oh, the cat's coming up here. Cat's coming up here. Go, is there another cat in here? It's okay, baby. It's okay. There's not another cat in here. She's thinking, oh my gosh, there's another cat in my house. What is that? It's okay. There isn't. Hi, Wendy. You just got your notification? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I quit trying to figure it out. All I tell people is to, unclick and re-click the bell. And that's all. I mean, I don't know. We don't know why. But thanks for the thumbs up already, guys. Hi, Leonie. Hi, Riri. Rachel. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Shirley. Art Peas. Who else? I'm sure I'm missing some people. Diane. Hi, everybody. Hi, Holly D. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Lynn J. Susie. Yeah, that's there you go. YouTube is still sleepy. It's Monday and everybody's sleeping. Hi, Eva, Muffy Zandra, Artsy Wannabe, Petals and Dream. That's a nice name. So yeah, I got a new color book, a new book. I got other books too, but I'm just going to show one today. Oh, you're welcome, Julie. You're welcome. I still got about 10 more things to send out. I sent out about 50 and still have 10 more. Oh my gosh. And then, I didn't have the computer on like pretty much half of yesterday, probably most of yesterday. I read most of yesterday, and then I watched on my iPad. I watched some metal detecting. I got a good metal detecting kid. That's really fun to watch. Anyway, so I watched videos on my iPad, so I wasn't logged on to my laptop. So I get up this morning, turn on the laptop, and I go to my, bell notifications, people that I've, got favorited to watch their videos. Oh my gosh, I had like 50 notifications. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to catch up. There's no way. Well, I have my iPad and my phone, Terry, but I'm saying I get my notifications, my YouTube notifications on my laptop. I'm not logged in on my iPad. I just watch on my iPad. I don't do anything on my iPad. And so I had like 50 bell notifications. Hi, Hella. Natalie. I said hi to Shirley. I'm sure I'm missing. Hi, Gail. And so I thought I am never going to catch up on everybody I want to watch. So I thought, oh, well, I'll do as many as I watch as many as I can. So yeah. Hi, Jerry. But anyway, I got one new book from Amazon. I got this book from Annie V. And hi, Leonie, new artist portrait of the year, just started in the UK. Ooh, channel yet, Leonie. But I will watch it as soon as they start broadcasting it. I don't think they broadcast it till after it's over here. I think we only get the rerun, you know, the next season. Probably won't get it for 6 months, Leonie. But I love the artist portrait of the year and the landscape artist of the year through BBC via Ovation channel here. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that show, but we don't have it here yet because I do check it like maybe once a week, and it hasn't started here. Well, that's what I'm talking about. YouTube video. I'm so I got 50 notifications this morning of YouTubers that I have their bell. 50. Thereabouts, 45 to 55, somewhere in there. Hi, Shirley, Amber Moon. It's your new subby, Amber Moon. Welcome, Amber Moon, my new subby. Welcome. Thank you. That's cute. It's your new subby, Amber Moon. That's so sweet. Thank you for subbing. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Scoobs. I just got done digging us out. What plows left behind? Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine because we lived in Alaska for 3 years, Scooby. So I know what it's like, and that's why we live in Georgia now. Hi, Wendy. I said hi to Wendy. Who else am I missing? Eva. I'm sure I'm missing some people. So yeah, if you are watching the recording, it is a chat show. It's a live chat show. I'm talking to live people. I do leave the chat up. The video can take an hour or so to render after I'm done doing the three or 3.5 hours or so show. And so, but when the video is fully rendered, you can watch the chat and the show. So it is a chat show. I'm not changing that. I do try to do the occasional just recorded video. I still can't even keep those under an hour. They're still an hour, even if it's just me doing a show. Yeah, so it is a chat show. If you don't like chatty shows where I'm talking to people live in the audience, in the chat, then it's just not for you. And that's okay. That's why there's like 6 million YouTubers. I don't know how many there are, but anyway. Oh, it snowed there, Holly, and you're excited. Let's see. And don't forget, guys, if you're talking to me, put it in caps. Put it in caps so that I know you're talking to me. Hi, Christy and V. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for everything that you do for my channel, Christy. Thank you. This Mark. Oh my gosh, this is a chat show. I never knew. Mark, you're so funny. Oh my gosh. Or just move the slider. Yeah, just fast forward it. That's what I always say when people, you say I talk too much. Well, it's a chat show. You talk constantly when it's a chat show. Hi, Susan. Hi. Let's see, who else am I missing? Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. So yeah, I understand. That's fine. Everybody has their preferences, and this, we all are different things. That's what makes the world go round. So, yeah. Hi, Nina. Hi, Janet. Janet, I was just saying, Janet, I got up this morning and I did not watch any videos yesterday at all. Well, I say that. I watched a couple on my iPad. I watched some metal detecting because Hubster and I want to get back into metal detecting. We were into it for a while, then we got out of it. We want to get back into metal detecting again. So I was watching some on my iPad. But when I got up this morning, I got all my bell notifications. I must have had, I'm guessing about 50. I had about 50 notifications of people that I guess did shows again. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm never going to catch up. I'm never going to catch up on all the videos. Okay, Gail. Okay, Gail. Lurk away. Lurk away. Hi, Kim K. Kimberly 557. Who else? So anyway, Janet, yours is one of them. Yeah. Well, that's true. I don't know if I got them on time though, Janet. I don't know if I got the notifications when they went, when, you know, some of the people are live, some are just recordings, right? So, you know, people upload their videos and I get notification when they upload. Doesn't mean they're live. Yeah, I don't know if I got them on time or not, but I had a lot of them. So yeah, I did get a lot of stuff done in the house, rearrange it. I got somebody coming this week to give me an estimate on doing my flooring. No, was it last Thursday? No, didn't you do something? Oh, I guess it was Thursday. Oh, you know what? Yours, Janet, in the case of yours was just left in my feed to remind me to watch it. Because, yeah, that's right. I left yours there before I cleaned out the ones that I couldn't, you know, wanted to watch or couldn't watch. I left yours in there. So yours was left over from Thursday. No, I didn't just get the notification for yours yesterday. That would be a little late, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh, I had to put my dog down. Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel. I know it's sad to lose your fur babies. Yeah, I know it's sad. Well, hopefully you can, you know, get a little distraction here and, you know, think about something else for a while. I know it's hard. Yeah, I think we've all had to do it at one time. Let's see, Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Queen Sassy. Who else? Said hi to Susie. Yeah, distraction. Yeah, thanks, Terry. Let's see. Yeah. And I'm going to show y'all a book Annie V sent me. So y'all keep Annie V, and she sent me a letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but she did say, y'all know that Annie V and her husband were in a car accident. Gosh, it had to be over a year ago. Well, anyway, apparently she's, you know, I think she's in her late 70s, 80s, I think. I think she's at least in her late 70s. And anyway, so she still has issues with that. And so she said she's right now, at the time of this letter, was confined to her bed. So y'all keep Annie V, she's not online. She's not on any social media. She writes letters and sends me and Mary Altier things every now and then. And we try to, you know, send letters and cards back to her and just keep in touch with her. But she watches our shows, but she's not on any social media. So, but y'all just remember little Miss Annie V, who's been around for, oh gosh, I don't even know how long Annie V's been around. I don't think she's been around 8 years, but she's been around a long time. So yeah. She's the one that sent me the this mysterious mansion with the letter. This is the cover. I took the cover off just to have a photograph, like a thumbnail here when I went live. So yeah, I know. And she may see that, she may read the chat. I don't know if she reads the chat or how she watches the videos, if she watches them, you know, on an iPad or what. So if y'all say something nice to her, she may read it in chat. So yeah. I know. So nice. We have the best fibs. And if y'all don't know what fibs are, it's Friends in the Box. FIBS, Friends in the Box. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, Annie, if you're listening, everybody's saying prayers and feel better and thinking of you. Hi, Suze. Hi, Suze. Jane. So yeah, if you're watching the beginning of my show here, I always, you know, I usually start about a little before 9, but I come on about 8:30, you know, 8:35, something like that. Come on a little early just to talk and say hi to everybody before I start a project. So I do want to show this book. I did have another project. I'm going to look through this book. We'll see what I work in this today, because I have another project also that I was going to do today. This was in my mailbox this morning. I guess we have a stealth mailman. You know, I don't know. We'll get up on Monday morning, there's stuff in the mailbox. I don't know, you know. And I think Amazon has stealth delivery people. You know, they come and they deliver in the middle of the night. But I think today is a federal holiday, President's Day. So there won't be any mail today. No official mail. There might be stealth mail. Yes, it's, oh, I don't know about the Night Train button. I have two of her other books, and they're square ones. Daria Song. I have two other, the clock ones, you know, the clock ones. Hi, Jen, Shirley. I do care about the little hens and chicks. Yes. Where did I got it from Amazon, and it was a hard choice. There was like 3 that I was trying to decide on which one I wanted. I thought this one had the most pictures of the actual, and it does. It has the whole manuscript in it. Not that you can't get this online. You can see it online. It's at Yale University, and they have the actual one, and you can, you know, so it doesn't have a lot of information. Look, that's all the information it has, maybe 30 pages of about it, and then the whole rest of the book is the actual manuscript, which is what I wanted. And that's what I was hoping that I got by selecting this one amongst the 3 that I had picked out. I'm going to show it. Thank you, Terry, for the link. There is a YouTube, there's like a 10-15 minute video on YouTube. If you look up the Voynich Manuscript document, I think it's what it's called. It's a short video. It gives you like a quick overview of it. So if you just want to know what it's about, when it was discovered, who found it, how it got sold, the mystery behind it, it's only like 10 or 15 minutes. And there's more than one. Trust me, there's tons of videos. But if you just want a quick one, manuscript documentary, which 10 minutes to me is not really a documentary, but yeah. Hi, Marie in Sweden. Hi, Natalie McCall, Natalie McCall. Yeah, we have about 3 or 4 Natalies. Hi, Designs by Jeannie. Hi, how you doing? And I haven't seen you since, well, were you here last week? I don't remember seeing you last week. Hope you're well. Hi, Julie. So yeah, I did pick the right one. This is the one. I wanted one that had all the pages. So, and then again, Annie V sent me this. This is the cover to The Mysterious Mansion. And I do have, like I said, I have 2 or 3 other Daria songs, but I don't think I have the one you mentioned button. I don't even know if I've ever heard of that one. So going on, oh, I'm sorry, Nanette. I didn't see what happened to Nanette. Julie, Teresa, who else am I missing? So thanks everybody for being here. No, I've never been watching your recordings, John, full-time job. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I wondered because I didn't see you last week. Good to have you here today, Jeannie. Oh, okay. Okay, Teresa. So I don't know what Janet, she streams right after me on Mondays. And then Jean, I haven't seen Jean yet this morning. Jean usually sleeps in a little late. I'm not sure what Jean's going to do today. What is the middle book? This is the cover to this book. This is the cover, the dust jacket. This is the dust jacket to this one. Okay. So I'm going to show it here in a little bit. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And so I don't know what Janet's going to do today, if she and Eileen are co-conspiring. I mean, if they have a project planned. And then if Jean comes on for, and I did, I don't see Vonnie yet this morning, but me and Vonnie talked this weekend and on text. And I think Vonnie is going to start streaming. And so I think she's going to start streaming on Fridays. I don't stream every Friday. And I told her, you know, I don't ever stream that long. So even if I streamed on a Friday, she could always stream after me. But I think Voynich going to start streaming on Fridays, you know, either right after me on the couple of times that I stream on a Friday in the month, or just streaming on Fridays. Yeah. So yeah, everybody just be looking for Vaughn to stream on Fridays. She's an awesome artist. I don't have any idea what she plans on doing, but she does watercolor, pastel. She does a lot of things, and she's a really good artist. So Vaughn, if she comes in, we will, you know, you can follow her, link right to her, or if one of the girls, you know, yeah, she is amazing, isn't she, Terry? So yeah, so y'all be watching for Voynich. The other call out today, and I don't know him personally, but it's Nugget, Noggin, or Nugget. I forget, but he's a young guy, and he does metal detecting, and he has a YouTube channel, huge following on YouTube. I think he's been doing videos for about 8 years. Yeah, at 10:30 Eastern. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Julie. So somewhere around 10:30, or, you know, if I get done, or, you know, I don't stream that many Fridays. So, but anyway, his name is, I think it's Noggin Nugget or Noggin. Ah, I'm sorry, I forgot. I guess I could look it up here. Let me look it up on my phone. And he's a young kid. Well, he was a kid when he started. And Beth said since he was a little kid. So do you watch him? No. Okay, there it is. Beth just said Nugget Noggin. Yeah, he's been streaming for like 8 years. He's been streaming like for 8 years, Beth. So you've been watching him? I've only been watching him. I only found him maybe about a month ago. So I've been kind of binge watching him when I have, you know, his video minutes. And so I've just been watching him here and there on my iPad. And he's if you like to just watch metal detecting, he's entertaining. He's very entertaining. I mean, there's a lot of metal detectors out there, but he's very, very entertaining. He's a young kid, goes all over. He's been to Europe, Alaska, you know. So yeah. So I watched a bunch of his yesterday in between. We did a lot of house stuff yesterday. So whenever I took a break. Okay, so let's see. Kenna said 3 books. I'm not sure. Are you talking about these? This is a cover here. I just spread them out for a thumbnail. Let's see. Okay, well, I guess we could go ahead and get started. I wanted to say good morning, dearie. Don't forget, guys, if you want to talk to me, to put it in caps. And yeah. It's the mansion. Yeah, this one. Okay, well, let me start real quick with this one, because this one is not going to take me that long to discuss, because let's see, let me zoom into here. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Maybe it could be a little tiny bit lighter. I don't know. It's pretty good. So what's my favorite book? Like favorite color book? Joe TV. Yeah, I read a lot of different topics. So if you're asking me my favorite color book, I would probably say Serene. If I had to pick one, it would be Serene. Oh, just novels. Oh, I do have a couple. Well, they're not British authors. They write British stories. But I showed those last week. But I don't get to read as much. I don't read as much fiction anymore as I used to. I read a lot more nonfiction. But I like a few authors that write British mysteries. I showed those last week. But I read a lot. So, yeah. But I just don't read as much fiction. Okay, so the Voynich manuscript is it's currently in the Yale. Okay, I got a shadow right there. It's currently library, and and I've always been fascinated with mysteries, and we talked about that. Oh, what I wanted to make a note here. Something here. Hang on. Okay. We talked about mysteries last week and different things that we would like to solve, you know. And this, I think, because we're talking about this, that it came up. Hi, Robin. Hey, Azure. I'm sure I'm missing some people. And so it was like, they think it was written somewhere, maybe in the 1500s. I think it was discovered or sold or bought in the 1700s. And it's been around for a long time. And it's the reason it's a mystery is because nobody's been able to decipher the writing. No one has been able to decipher it. They don't even know if it's real or not. You know, if it's real language or real text, real script, you know, if it's readable at all. But it has all different types of, they have a plant section, there's herbs, there's, you know, botany, there's some a little bit with people. And so I just wanted a hard copy of all the pages. Again, you can find it online. You just look up Voynich Manuscript and you can see all the pages online. If it's blurry, Rosa, go to the little wheel, go to the little settings wheel and up your settings. I'm streaming at 1020. Put it up to at least 720. So that will make it not, it could be buttons. So it could be someone's made up language. They don't know. So guys, if it's blurry, a lot of times YouTube will default the setting back to 420 or something. So set it up to 720 or 1080. Okay. 720 or 1080. Set it up to HD so it's not blurry. Okay. Also, if you want to see all the chat, make sure you click live chat at the top of your chat window, not just top chat. You have to select these things. You have to select them. So at the top where it says, it'll either say top chat or live chat. Click live chat. Okay. Hi, Mary. Okay, big bowl of oatmeal. Okay, Mary. Yeah, so just readjust your settings in the setting wheel to 720 or 1080. If it starts buffering on you and you're at 1080, knock it down to 720. Okay, no, I don't think it's acting up. It just defaults, Suze. It just defaults. I don't know why it does that, but I don't think that means it's acting up. I think it's just default sometimes. It looks like a little wheel, Queen, right under your video. Right under your video. Now, if you have it enlarged, well, it still should be there. But it looks like a little gear. It looks like a little gear. Okay, well, and here's the thing, guys, if YouTube has buffering issues and stuff like that, if, you know, I on my end, everything is high, everything looks fine, there's no issues here, and if there's still issues, we can't fix it. Yeah, we can't fix it. So, yeah. When you say you're having issues, Terry, what do you mean? What issues are you having? Hi, Jeannie, Mama 4. Okay, Queen, did you go into your wheel settings, Queen? Those of you that are blurry, did you go into the wheel and change the setting? That will be helpful to know. Hi, Siren. Yeah, try changing your settings. Okay. Okay, well, then I don't have a solution, guys. Sorry, I don't know. Bear with it, or, you know, try to refresh. You could try to refresh. Okay. Oh, I forgot where I was. Oh, okay. Here. All right. So let me go ahead and just flip through. I'm not going to read you all the information. Like I said, you can go on YouTube and find tons and tons of videos about it. So I'm not going to read it to you or anything. I just wanted to kind of flip through and just kind of show you the different, I mean, look, this whole book, this is all the manuscript right here. It's actually every photograph of every manuscript, right? I mean, every page of the manuscript. So it's just a mystery. I love mysteries and, you know, having the book close, you know, like seeing it up close and personal. So anyway, if you're interested in it, this is the one I bought. I was this one, or there's 3 books that I was going to pick from. And so this is the one that I picked just because it had the most complete pictures of the book, right? So yeah, thank you, Terry, for the link. All right, so there is that. I wanted to share with you. Let me get a sip of juice here. Hey, Dev, modernist colorist. Deb, I got a new book. Do you have this one? Am I going to enable you today? I was telling, and I'm behind on Dev's. Oh, you found the gear? Okay, good, Queen. I was going to say that this morning when I got up, I didn't watch any of my notification videos over all day yesterday. So I was behind. This morning I got up and I had like 50 notifications of videos that I've wanted notification of, you know, and you don't have it yet. Okay. If I could put my hand, I should have thought to bring, let me see if I can find the other ones real quick. I don't know if I could put my hands right on them. I didn't think to before the show. Where's my Daria song? Oh, here we go. Here's one of them. I got 2. I have 2 different ones by Daria song. The Time Chamber. I have this one, and then I forget what the name of the other one is. I forgot the name of the other one, the Time Chamber. I've got a couple things colored in here. I got this one colored. And these are square. They're like 9 by 9. The Time Chamber, and what's the other one called? Because I can't put my hand on it right now. But anyway, I have this one done. And no, it's not. It's another one, not Night Voyage. It's a different one. What's the other one? Time Garden. That's what it is. Time Garden and the Time Chamber. Those are the 2 I have. I don't have the Night. I don't think I have Night Voyage. Yeah. So there's that. Let's see. This one is in progress still. This one's not done. But yeah, that one's in progress. I think I have another one done back here. This one's done here. I got this one done. And there's some stickles on there. There you go. You can see it. So I got that one done. And the clouds are all painted in. Those are just paint. Like I've shown you how to do little painted clouds with a baby wipe. Nowhere today did some. Oh, well, good. Well, good to have you, Dev. Good. Maybe you can chill. And then I got a little bit of the stickles up on those stars on the edge. So that one's done. Where is my Time Garden? What are going to do with it? Let's see. Because I know I got some done in that one too. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can spot it real quick. I'm looking. Where is it? Where is it? Not sure. It's the same shape as my Lost Ocean, you know, the Johannes Basford ones. It's the same shape as that. So that's throwing me off. Let's see. Well, there's Mysterious Library. See, these are all these square ones. They all look exactly the same on my shelf. Mysterious Planets. Where is it? Okay, well, I don't know, guys. I'm not seeing it. But, yeah, I'll try to find it later. But anyway, so that's one that I have by her. I got two of them. I don't know where the other one is. So Annie V sent one, and it's not just a color book. It's a puzzle. It's got all kinds of puzzles and things in it. This is a dust jacket. I'm going to show you this one, and I'm going to go through it if I decide to color something in it or not. Otherwise, my plan was to color him today. So this is out of, hang on, get the book. This is out of the Circle Portraits color book. But these cannot, I don't know if these cardstock, heavyweight, tone tan cardstock, like I think there's like 6 or 8 of them came with the book. I don't know if those come with the book. Does anybody know if you have this book? Oh gosh, see, and yours is one of the videos, Dev, that's in my to watch list. So I'll have to watch that. I didn't watch any notification videos yesterday at all. I had too much to do at the house. And then in between, when I was taking a break, I was just watching this metal detecting kid. So I just had them on, looping to the next one. Hi, Susan. So did anybody that's bought this book get these with it? Or did she just put these in here? I don't know. Did anybody get these with their book? Hi, Journey. Just kind of waiting to see if anybody answers. Hi, Becky. Or maybe y'all don't have this book yet. I don't know. Hi, Karen. Maybe Suze knows. Yeah, Suze, did you get these with your book? I know, Julie, right? Hi, Norma. Okay, well, anyway, so this was my plan to color this today. You got a couple extra prints, Lynn? Okay. So that was my plan to color this today until I got this in the mail from Annie V. It was in my mailbox this morning, so it was stuck in there overnight. The other thing that I got was somebody with no name restocked me with Poscas. I cannot thank you enough. I was running low on white Poscas. So whoever sent me these 3 Poscas, I don't know who sent them to me, but if you want to fess up, thank you very much for sending me because I was running low. Oh, you don't have it yet, Suze? Okay. I know, right? I cannot, seriously, I go through these. I go through these Poscas like crazy, right? So thank you so much. Okay, so this was the cover to the Mysterious. This is the dust jacket. It looks like this. Now, if you look carefully at it, you see the title is on the spine. So you can reverse this. So if you wanted to reverse it, if you wanted to color it or do anything with this, you can reverse the dust jacket to go this way. Hang on, let me fold it the other way. Hang on. One moment. Someone drained your Poscas at night, Shirley? I go through them, I'm telling you. So thank you, whoever sent them to me from Amazon. Yeah. All right. So I hadn't refolded this yet. So now I'm refolding it. Okay. So there we go. So if you want to, you could have it this way. And you can still see, and all over it, there's, the little girl, the little Daria song girl. Hi, Dragon. And she's kind of hidden in here. And then on the back, same thing. She's hidden down there. So you could have the dust jacket go this way if you wanted to. All right. So I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to read to you what some of the things that it says here. Refolding it the other way. Yeah, it's a cool cover, isn't it? I know. So there is more to this mansion than meets the eye. The moment you step foot in this secret mansion, you enter a captivating new world full of twists and turns. And then on the inside, now look at just the regular cover. Isn't that stunning, guys? That is a stunning cover. I mean, look at that. Look at all the little flowers in the clock. Okay, AJ, good morning and thank you. Isn't that just beautiful? And then here she is. Back. I know, her little dress. It's all so cute. The little dress reminds me like Mary Englebright colored that way. You know, the stuff, doesn't it, Janet? Look like a Mary Englebright dress. Hi, Becca. All right, so on the inside, and I'm going to show you the book, but I want to read the intro so you know what's going on here. Very Mary E. Yeah. Okay. How to explore the mysterious mansion. 1. Carefully observe the fantastical spaces. 2. Imagine your own storyline while following the girl on her journey. 3. Break the spell, complete the mission, and find hidden items in each room. 4. Color the empty space to complete your own mysterious mansion. So I'm just really excited about it. I haven't had a chance to really read through it yet or go through it yet because it was in my mailbox like literally this morning at 5 o'clock this morning. So that's as far as I've had from 5 o'clock this morning. You are invited to the mysterious mansion, a house filled with exciting missions and secrets. Each of the 28 captivating, enchanting rooms you are about to explore houses great magic and trickery. If you can break the spell and complete the mission in each room using your imagination and wit, you will be allowed to safely leave the mysterious mansion. Good luck. Isn't that cool? Yes, there's a mission. Terry goes, ooh, a mission. There's Vonnie. Hi, Vaughn. We were just talking about how you're going to start streaming on Fridays around 10:30. We beat you to it. We beat you to it, Vonnie. So if y'all want to follow Via Vaughn right there and her streams, she's going to stream on Fridays around 10:30. Then, or she said, or after, if I stream on Friday, right after I finish. So, usually if I stream on Friday, I'm over pretty quick, so Vonnie will stream 10:30, 11, on Fridays. So follow Vonnie. Yeah. Or because I never stream that long on Fridays. Very rarely do I stream that long. Yeah. Yeah, she's going to stream on the Fridays I'm not streaming or after me, Okay, AJ. All right. All right. So let's keep going here. Invitation 1, Pandora's box. Now, I don't want to read everything to you, but I want y'all to get the feel for it. The moment you turn this page, you will open Pandora's box to the door of dimensions. Y'all know I love me some dimensions. You must quickly complete the mission revealed to you by the crystal ball. Otherwise, you may not be able to go forward and will be caught in the box forever. Okay, Robin, thanks for stopping in. And then the invitation, Pandora's box. 1, quickly complete the drawing of the mansion by connecting the dotted line inside the crystal ball to escape from the box. So like that's your first mission, right? So it's like a dotted line. Now I don't want to show it to you too much, but it's a dotted line. You have to connect all those dots. So you have to draw this. You have to draw it. Right? But look how beautiful. Look how beautiful this is. Yeah, you need to think outside the box. Oh, yes, Holly. And then, you know, then it has chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Here's the first map and missions for those who have, there's a glare, for those who have safely passed through the door of dimensions. And so, yeah, look at the pages that are colored here. And there's like shadowed images behind that you can color. And I love this one because I know it's reversible. I love anything that's reversible like that. You know, I've done a few of those myself. I really like that. Then here's some coloring pages. Chapter 2, 5, and 6. And like they said, there's 20. How many puzzles? 20. How many did they say? 20 something. 28. 28 to do. And is here. Hi, all good. Scoop's good. So here's some like mirrors. So, you know, it's just like, and there's all kinds of puzzles and hidden things you got to solve. Isn't it cool, guys? I know it's a gorgeous book. You know, you'd have to color this with some fine liners because it's pretty little. But Daria's books are kind of like that anyway. You got to kind of, they're tiny. You know, a lot of tiny areas. So you probably need some fine liners. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chapter 5, 14, 15, 16. See, it's like a puzzle book and a color book. Isn't that cool? Thanks, Terry. Then there's a couple of paper dolls. Like you could cut these out. Now this side, that wouldn't bother me to cut that out. But like on this side, there's a page. So I wouldn't want to cut that out, you know. That's just me. But yeah. They're closed. And there's 2 pages of these. There's another set of paper dolls. So like here's a search a word. Do you think this would be hard for a 13-year-old? I don't know, Azure, because I haven't tried to do any of the puzzles. I just got it at 5 o'clock this morning in my mailbox. So I can't, but you know, hey, you could do it with them. I mean, if you're thinking about getting it for a relative, Azure, a 13-year-old, probably these days, 13-year-olds probably can figure it out. You know, I would say probably it may be a little tricky, but I don't know. It may not be as hard as you think because I haven't tried to solve any of it yet. So I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. I'd say generally speaking, probably. Yeah. Jan says probably easier for a 13-year-old than for a 60-year-old. Good one, Jan. Good one. So here's the black and white paper doll where you can color the outfits yourself. Look at that detail. But I wouldn't get this for someone that didn't like to color, because half of the joy of this book is it's a color book. So it's not going to be just the coloring. I mean, it's not going to be just the puzzle. It's going to be the coloring. So if your 13-year-old likes to color, then I would say yes, right? Isn't that cool though, guys? Look, see, look, there's all these numbers here. I'm sure that's a puzzle of some kind. The paper, it's maybe what weight would I say? 60, 90 weight. It's not cardstock, but it's definitely not create space. It's not copy paper thin, but it's not cardstock. It's on the verge. The live red button. That's all I can do. Right there. Okay, we can wait a minute. It's moving for me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just have to wait it out. There we go. Okay. So anyway, I think this is going to be a fun book. This is what the cover looks like. This is the dust jacket. This is what the inside of the dust jacket. So you could put this side, reverse it out, and put this on the outside. So yeah. So thank you so much, Annie V. Thank you so much for this. I think I'm going to wait to work in this, because I really want to read the clues and everything before I start coloring in it. So, yeah. But I wanted to show it to you, share it with you guys. So, I hope y'all got a little taste of it and maybe get it for yourself if it's something that, you know, if you'd like puzzles. All right. All right. Now I got to quit touching that table because it's making my camera jiggle. All right. All right, so there's that. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to, this was my plan for today. My plan for the day was to color this guy from Circle Portraits as a demo for you guys. And I'm not going to tell you, I have a little thing at the end of it. So you'll, I don't want to tell you though, I want it to be a surprise. So let's go ahead and let me zoom in one here more, maybe two. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, he's quite the looker. So what I'm going to plan on doing, I don't know that I'm going to complete him today, but what I want to do is show you as many tips and tricks on how to color him on the, and this is thick. This is cardstock weight and tone tan, and this is the kind of paper. I don't know if it's the exact paper as this, but let me show you. Where's my, let me get my the tone tan mixed media Strathmore. Oh, let me fix my chair again. It is not, this is 9 by 12 and it's 184 pounds. It's very thick and it looks exactly like this. So it feels a little different. I'm not sure if it's exact. I'm not sure if it's exact or not, but it's very close. When I do my portraits, I do them on tone tan. The mixed media is fairly new to me. I've done a couple things on the extra thick. I used to just do them all on the tone tan sketchbook paper, which is thin paper, but it's the same paper, right? But it's tone tan paper. So, but I'm going to color him to give y'all some ideas. And let's zoom in a little bit more. So you can see, there we go. Hi, Hal. It's that. It is the same. I'm not sure. When you said it's that, Dee Dee, I'm not sure if you're talking about the paper. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Annie Rowe. Anybody else I missed? Remember, guys, if I miss saying hi to you, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just that sometimes I have to look over here. Yeah, that's what Shirley, that's what I do all my pencil portraits on the tone tan, either the tone tan well, they're both Strathmore sketchbook paper, which is the exact same as this, but just this is thicker. Okay. And I'm going to show you right now. So you'll see, because I'm going to do this in pencil right now, Shirley. So you'll see. All right. Let me get a drink of juice here. All right. So I have some pencils picked and everything here. I'll try to tell you the colors I'm using. And here's my little bowl of pencil sharpeners and stuff here. That's what I keep handy so I don't have to. And I'm sure I'm going to need to bust out a new one. So whoever sent these to me, thank you so much again, guys. All right, let me open this up here. Because I go through these. Let me get the scissors. I do go through my Posca pens quite quickly. And then I'll just go ahead and open a new one. So they come wrapped in plastic, and this is the 0.7. And then they come wrapped. So you got to like take your thumbnail to them or twist the plastic off, or just use an X-Acto knife here. Get the plastic off. So hope everybody had a good weekend. Did y'all do anything exciting? Hello, David. Hi, I said hi to Dragon. Lisa. Anybody else I missed? Did anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Hello. Lots of yeah, I bet you did, Terry. You're selling those. You're selling your, what do you call it, like crazy, aren't you? Your pencil cases. Selling your pencil cases like crazy. I gotta message you too later. Okay, so what you have to do, they are the kind that you got to shake. You got to shake it, and you got to give it a couple of pumps. You know, just give it a couple pumps and shake it. And that's true because they're paint pens. Very cold, yeah. We're gonna have rain. It's kind of sunny off and on today, but we're supposed to have rain all week. Oh, Julie, I'm sorry. You had to work the whole weekend? Okay, I'm just getting it. I got to pump it a couple times. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm on the table. That's making the camera jiggle. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's starting to come out now. So you just got to, you know, give it a few shakes and a couple of pumps. Of course, you're not going to see it here. It's over here on my brown paper. So it'll be good to go now. Good to go. Hi, Patricia. Hi, let's see, Wendy. I'm sure I'm missing people. And thanks whoever sent me them. Okay, so we're going to start on him. We're going to go ahead and start on him. And usually what I start when I'm doing a portrait is I want to establish my highlights first. Okay, I want to establish my highlights. And I do that by starting with white. Regardless of the skin color. I don't care if he's light skin, dark skin, you know, and any color skin, I start with white to get my highlights. Because even the darkest skin is going to have highlights. You can go over the white with other colors, but you don't want to lose your highlights. Meep worked on a journal for her daughter-in-law. Trying to see what else everybody else did. So a lot of people just worked. I worked in the house. We're having to redo the den because of the water heater leak. Might be young enough for me. Terry. Okay, Terry. That deserves a growl right there. Our cougar just said that he might be young enough for her. Oh, wait. I got to turn it back up. Which book, Dragon? Dragon says she's trying to do all the pictures in one book. Which book are you trying to do all the pictures in? Hi, Zeely. Shovel 10 inches of snow. And I hear, here comes one of my babies. She'll probably be jumping up here in just a minute. So this picture is in the circle portrait. It is, it's also on white paper here. So it comes in the book as well. Okay, it comes in the book. Molly did journaling. Audrey, or is it Adri? I ride a horse and then studying. So you student, Audrey? Yeah, he's very dapper. Isn't he great? And, oh, okay, Patricia, that will keep you busy. So here comes little Malibu up here. So this page is out of this book, but these came extras in the book from, you know, I don't know if Laura Rafferty just put those in there or if Kenny asked her to, okay, babe, you're going to have to get away from the cords. Asked her to put some extra ones in there. I don't know, but I got about like 6 or 8 of them. And they are the same ones that are in the book. They're just on cardstock. So you can always print the cardstock. I don't know if she has a PDF version of her color book. I forgot to check on that because I rarely do PDF version color book and print my own out. I almost always just roll with whatever paper is in the color book. There goes the cat off the table there. Okay, you too, Kristen. All righty. Enjoy. A medical student. Okay, where are you, Audrey? What country? Are you in the States or UK or? Yeah, she left, Norma. She jumped off. Czech Republic. Oh, yeah, sorry. You told me that before. I think you told me that before. Or I saw you say it to somebody somewhere. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to start with finding all the highlights. Okay, and I'll try to look up at chat here too, guys. But if I miss you, don't take offense. Dealing with the leak of water heater here. Oh, yeah, well, get a new one as quick as you can because ours leaked into the den and we have to replace the carpet. I think we have an estimate we're going to get done this week to replace it with laminate flooring, like, fake wood, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. All right. So I am going to start with his highlights. Let's just start with his cheeks. So I'm just going to start with highlighting. And I'm not putting hard pressure. I don't want to put hard pressure on there where I can't go over this. And these are just Prismacolor, wax-based Prismacolors. So I'm just going to go over where his cheeks are going to be highlighted. His nose is going to be highlighted. Okay. Now this is all going to be faded out. It's not going to stay bright white, but I'm establishing my highlights right a little bit under the brow, a little bit over the brow. I'll hold it up here in a minute so you can see. This one's got more shadow because of his hair, but okay. His lip, above his lip. Okay. His chin. And he also has a lot of stubble. We're going to do his stubble. Maybe just a little bit on his neck here, just a little bit of highlight here. He has dimples, so I'm going to highlight a little where the dimples are. Maybe just a little further up on his forehead there. Okay. All right. Okay, lurk away. Doing some watercolor. Okay, do you have a YouTube channel, Audrey? Is it Audrey? I think it's Audrey. Audrey, yeah. Oh, good, Painty Girl. And hi, by the way. Hi, Laura. Oh, who else am I missing here? Joycey. Okay, all right. So here's where I've just started. Just started picking out the highlights. There's also going to be some highlights in his goggles. So I'll just put a little bit in there. Okay. I am going to also use stickles. I'm going to do gold stickles on the metal, but I will base it first with a gold Posca. Now, you don't have to have a gold Posca to base it. You could base it with a gold, and I might use a little of both. The gold, a gold gel pen or a gold Posca or whatever kind of gold you have. It's not so important for this process because what I'm going to do is go over everything that I do gold. I'm going to go over it with stickles. So this is not really going to show very much. Okay. That's not going to show very much. Okay. Am I zoomed in enough, guys? All right. So let's just get a little bit more, maybe just a little bit on his ears, like the top of his ears, and a little bit on his ears, just a little bit, just wherever there might be a highlight. And there's going to be some in his hair too, but we'll get to that in a minute. I will probably go, I'll probably go have a highlight all the way around. I will probably, and I will turn when I'm doing a circle. But everything that is gears, all the gears here, the metal around the goggles, it's all going to be gold, which will eventually be the gold stickles, okay, which is just like a glitter glue. And so I'm just going to go around this. If my hand kind of rubs on it, throughout the process. I'll go back over it. You can do this also with Posca. I'm just going to start with, because it's just my white highlights. And then what I'll do, I'll probably sign it like Circle Portraits by Laura Rafferty, colorist, DL. I signed DL Willingham. So that's how I'll sign it. I'll sign both of us. And that's usually what I do on any color book page that I take out of the book, or I just sign it on the back. I put the name of the book, the artist name, and then I sign it. If I sign it on the front, I also sign the artist name on the front. If I just sign it on the back with both the names, then it's both of ours are on the back. If I just put it in my binder, All right, let me take a minute to sharpen here. Remember, if y'all have any questions, put them in caps. I'm just getting it kind of based in here. Just so I kind of get an idea where I'm heading. Okay. All right. So the next thing I think I'm going to do is I'll tell you the colors, and I'm going to have to sharpen them as I go here. I'm going to show you the colors that I got here. Let me sharpen while I go. Laura's in the room. Oh, hi, Laura. Hi. Welcome. Yeah. I'm giving a little demo. I have a surprise at the end. So wait, wait for it. Okay. So the colors that I got so far, I got white as my highlights. And then I have nectar and burnt ochre. So the first thing I'm going to do is give his skin just kind of like a light coat of nectar. Okay. I'm coming right up to the white. I'm not going over the white yet. Okay. I'm coming pretty much right up, maybe just a slightly over the white. But right now I'm just trying to get a nice base coat of skin color. And don't forget, we're going to do all his stubble too. Yeah, Karen, can somebody tell Karen to check her settings wheel? Usually if it's out of focus, it's the setting wheel. You need to up your HD on the setting wheel. If it's buffering, that's a different thing. But if it's out of focus, 9 times out of 10, guys, you do not have it set on HD. Okay, so let me continue on here. I'm just going to put a nice coat over every place that I don't have the white. And this is with nectar. I'm not bearing down. Do not bear down, because you'll get a wax buildup that you will not be able to go over. I mean, look, I can hold the pencil all the way back here and still get a nice coat. Okay, that's how light of a touch I'm doing. Okay, very light touch. But I'm going to show you how to do stubble too. Because remember, I do a lot of portraits with the Gold Rush guys. They all have stubble. All the Gold Rush guys have stubble. My guy with stubble, great. Yeah. So yeah, I'll show you how to do stubble. Okay, so I'm just lightly going over all the skin. But because I have that white on there, I will have a highlight reserved. Okay. His lips right in here. Very lightly. It's just a base. Nice base coat here. Okay. Right. Can y'all see that? Does it show up? Stubble 101. Thank you, Terry. All right, so I'm just going to start with that. Then I am going to, I have 2 options here on this, and I think I'm going to go with, because I know the end of the story, what I'm going to do. So I'm trying to think, okay, so I'm going to take my black Copic, and let's see, that's not the dark one. Okay, here comes the baby with the mouse. Okay, I know Oliver. I know Oliver. You want me to throw your mouse? He brought me his mouse. But we can't play right now. Come on. Come on, get on down here. Go on. Come on, baby. You got to get down. Got to get down. Okay. All right. So with Copics, they can go through. All right. You know they can go through. I am going to be, oh, keeps bringing me his mouse. I'm going to be extra cautious. I'll give him a guy liner. You mean like, oh, he'll have black eyelashes. Okay. All right. I got to take the cats out and close the door. Hang on, guys. They're not going to leave me alone. I usually don't mind them in here, but it's being too distracting today. Okay, because I'm trying to explain things. And it's hard to explain when the cats are talking with you too. Okay, so I'm gonna do this with the Copic, but I'm gonna be very. I don't want to go through. I'm gonna try not to let it go through. So I'm going to be very quick and not go over it more than I need to. You could also do this with acrylic paint, which is normally what I do when I want something black, but I'm trying to be a little quick today because I want to finish this. So I'm just going, and again, if I go on a circle edge, I'm going to turn it so I can get that circle straight. Okay. But I don't recommend, if you don't want it to go through, I don't recommend using a Copic. I'm trying to be very light-handed with it, just to have it black behind his head. Okay. Because this is thick paper. Is this, while you're here, Laura, is this tone tan paper? Is this the tone tan paper by Strathmore? Hi, Kathy. Beth. I turn it to draw too. Yeah. It is a Strathmore tone tan. Okay. Yeah, because I got the mixed media one and it's this thick. So, okay. That's what I do all my portraits on, Laura. I do all my portraits on tone tan paper. So y'all say hi to Laura. The artist is in the house. And don't forget, like I was saying earlier, when you color somebody's page and you post it online, if you sign it, make sure you sign their name to it as well. Or at least, I always try to post a picture of the actual book. So like if on Instagram, here, let me go over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. What I try to do is if you sign your name, make sure you sign their name too. Like Circle Portraits, Laura Rafferty, colorist, D.L. Willingham. But if you post it online, this is how I recommend you do it. Okay, so this is a picture. I did the steampunk girl, and then I post a picture of the book. So I actually have a picture of the actual book that it's in, so that you want to give the artist credit. Okay. All right. So that's all I want to do with the black. I just wanted that because what I'm going to do, I'm going to just dot some stars in right in there. And so I just wanted that black. And I think, well, no, I think I want the black around here. Okay. Let me go here too. Okay. So behind these gears, the gears are going to be gold. The goggles are going to be gold. This little thing on his hat's going to be gold. Okay. Let me go ahead and take a minute, guys. Just let me take a minute to do this. And I am going to turn it when I do a circle because, your hand just flows that way. I try not to turn too much when I'm coloring or drawing for you guys. But, and again, trying to keep a light Copic hand so it doesn't go through. There's two gears meeting up right here, which I was very impressed with, by the way, Laura, how you got those gears to match up right there. Hi, Faithful, and thanks everybody for all the thanks for all the thumbs up. Let's see, do I want how do I want to do some of this? I think I'm going to put let's go this way where the gears meet. I'm going to leave a little edge here. We'll get back to the rest of it in here in just a minute. I want this because I want it to stand out. So you'll see why here in a little bit. Okay. Created gear templates for myself. Oh, awesome. Okay. That's cool. Gear template. And I did do a flip through of her book last week, but we might do a little, you know, get this done and do another flip. And also, you can't put a direct link because you're not a mod, but if one of the girls has a link to your Etsy, or just put the name of your Etsy shop in there, Laura, then they find you. I do have a link to her Etsy shop in the last video with the steampunk Valentine girl. And that's just what I named her because I did her on Valentine in pinks and reds. But you can get Laura's book at her Etsy. Feel free to talk about it. Put it in there. Do a little bragging on yourself. Just because it's quick. I could paint this with, usually when I have a solid black area, I do acrylic paint. It's just quicker, is why I'm doing it with Copics. Then it's quicker than me getting out of the paint and the brush and painting it like I usually do. That's the only reason. You could do it with color pencil too. But if you do it with color pencil, you will for sure have to have you'll for sure have to have a Posca to put the stars in. Because if you color this with pencil, solid black pencil, is this on white paper? Would you still no? Because you wouldn't see the white, Amber. Now, if it was on white paper, I would not put the white highlight. But all my portraits, you know, I don't want to say 100%, but most all my portraits are done on tone tan paper. Okay, so if you did all this with black pencil, white pencil will not go over it. Okay, so if you don't have a Posca, you could always just use the back side of a paintbrush. Like take the back side of a paintbrush and dip it in white acrylic paint and just do, dip, dot, dip, dot. It's just much easier with the Posca. So I'm going to do white stars. Do not make them too uniform. Most of the time I splatter. Most of the time I splatter my stars with a bucket of star, with white acrylic paint. But I don't really want to mask him all off and everything so I don't get it all over his face. Put little clusters here and there and space them out. So kind of like that. Wish I could link it. Yeah, sometimes it won't let, I don't know why. Yeah, but there it is. Laura Colors 2, T-O-O. That's the name of her Etsy. Laura Colors 2. I think that's all I'm going to do on that. Okay. Let me move this mouse. Okay, so now I'm going to wait on I'll go back to a skin in a minute. We're going to go back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and take the lime green, which is spring green, and I'm going to put a coat as a, just a base, because he's going to have the green goggles. I have a couple of greens picked out here. Okay. Then I'm going to take, which one of these greens did I pick for this? Was it grass green? Okay, I'm going to take some grass green and start doing a little bit of a shadow around here. It's going to be a few layers of green. Let's just go ahead and put a little bit of this around the edge to start. And I want to get it done, but I don't want to hurry too much, But we'll see at the end. All right, so now I'm going to do some like reflective type. I'm not real, if you want to look this up, you can look up green glass reflections, or you could put, steampunk goggles or something like that. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit of the dark green, which is peacock green, and I'm going to do a little more shadowing on the side here. I think I'll go, I'm going to go ahead. No, I'll go in there with black, I think. All right, let me just, there's a couple of places in the goggles where it's kind of recessed. See where that little recessed area is right there? And a little recessed area right in there. I'm going to do that black. Let me make sure I'm nice and sharp here. Okay. Because I want this to really pop. So I'm going to do these little recessed areas. Black. I'll be going back and forth to the different areas, guys. That's how I color anyway. For the most part, I like to go all over the place. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. He's going to have black hair and black stubble. So I'm going to go ahead and just put, let me go ahead and do this with a little bit of blue. I'll probably do it with this blue. Let's just go with periwinkle. And I'm going to just put, no, maybe I better go with the light. Because I don't want to. I'm going to put some light blue, which is cloud blue highlights, just kind of like I did his face, just to retain some highlights. Okay, just to retain some highlights. See that little bit of blue in there? It's just to retain the highlight, because now I'm going to go in here with black. He's going to have black hair. So I'm just going to put a light coat for now. Very light coat, just so I know that, where I'm going with it. I'm not bearing down. I'm just kind of following the lines that Laura put for his hair. Just kind of following those lines, just so I know where I'm going with the piece. Kind of flicking little hair bangs, across. But he's still got some highlights in there for now. It's going to get really dark, but for now, I'm just going to wisp it in. Okay, just a start. Hi, Cat Joe. Anybody else I missed? I know I'm probably missing a lot of chat, but I'm trying to get this done. He is going to have ice blue eyes. Okay, so I'm going to take the cloud blue and I'm going to base coat in his pupils. I don't know what I'll zoom. I don't really want to zoom in too much. I want you to see the whole piece. Then I'm going to sharpen my white nice and sharp so I can get into the white of his eyes. Okay. Okay. What book is it from? It's from Circle Portraits. And Laura is in the chat. And some of these in the order that Kenny got me this book for my birthday, and she included some tone tan cardstock. This is in the book. The same picture is in the book. Here he is here. Okay. So I don't know what her policy is for inclusions in her books when you buy the book. Okay. All right. Now what I want to do, and I always do this in the okay, I said pupils, I meant irises. The color of his irises is going to be blue. The pupils, I'm going to take my Sharpie pen. It's a Sharpie pen, not a marker. Sharpie pen, and I'm going to color the black of his pupils extra black. Okay. And then I will also take the Posca and do the highlight, go over the highlight to make it nice and pop. Okay. Now I'm going to go in here with the periwinkle, and I'm going to shadow. Let me see. Maybe I should zoom in. I want y'all to be able to see what I'm doing, but I don't want to be, I want y'all to be able to see the whole thing too. See how it's fuzzed out now? See, that got it too fuzzy. So let's back out. I don't want it to be, I don't want to lose the quality. I don't want to lose the quality. Okay, so Laura said the tone tan will be available in our Etsy shop again soon. It's being reprinted. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Laura. So I'm going to shadow his eyes with the periwinkle. I'll just kind of hold it up when I do these tiny details, guys. If I get too zoomed in, I don't want it to lose the quality. Okay. So I'm going to start with the irises. Can you see where I put a little bit of the blue right under the lid, right on the pupil or on the iris? Now I'm also going to put just a smidgen of blue right along the lid line, very lightly, just a tiny bit of blue. Whoops. Right along the lid line. Got a little too much on that one. Okay, now I'm going to take the light blue and kind of just make sure that that's blended. The dark and the light, make sure that's blended on the eye. Okay, then I'm going to take the white and make sure that the white of the eye where I put the blue is blended. Okay, I'm going to take just a tiny bit more. Let me sharpen this. Got to have everything nice and sharp when you do these eyes. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of go right along the, just barely along the black line of the eye. I don't want it outlined. I want it very... Okay. Then I'm going to take my Posca. Let me show it to you now. Now I'm going to take my Posca and right along the bottom of the, just the tiniest bit of extra white. Can you see that? All right. Now I'm going to go into, let me go in here with his, y'all know I always, well, no, I won't do his eyebrows yet because I'm used to going around eyebrows, but I know a lot of people aren't. Okay. So let me go back to the skin a little bit. So I'm going to go back to the nectar and the burnt ochre. Okay, did it get dark, guys? I don't want to get too dark here. Keep it light. No, Jill, Laura, in the order, she sent me a few of these. Kenny got this for me for my birthday, and Laura says she will have these back in her shop soon. Yeah, see, Laura, she gifted a couple pages of the tone tan, but she is going to have these in her shop, she said. So be looking for that. All right, so now I'm going to take the, I'm I'm going to take the burnt ochre and I'm going to start shading. Okay. I'm going to just start shading like right up here under the hat. Very lightly. Don't be bearing down on this. Very light layers. A little bit along the hairline here. Okay. You can see where there's some grayscale that Laura's put in there. Just kind of follow the grayscale where you want the shadows. A little bit around the eye. Can y'all see okay? Am I zoomed in enough to see? I hope. Yeah, if it's buffering, guys, just wait it out. It usually stops. It's not just my channel. It seems, a lot of people have buffering issues. So just wait. Just give it about, let me type it in. Okay. Hypocola. All right. Right along the hairline here. I wish we could do something about it, guys, but we can't. It is, it's what it is. Trust me, guys, if you ever had to deal with Ustream for 4 or 5 years, this is nothing. I guess that's why we have patience with it, because compared to Ustream, this is nothing. A little buffering, a little lag. I know it's irritating, but yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, I know. That's all you can do is wait for it. Okay. All right, right up under his lip here. Chin. I'm going right over all the whiskers. Okay, he's got like a 5 o'clock shadow thing going on. I'm going right over the top of all that because we're going to make that stand out here in a little bit. Okay, a little bit on his neck. I know, right, Julie? All right, there's a start. Now I got to still blend and more stuff, but there's a little bit of shadow base. Thank you, Pamela. Yeah, thanks. All right, the next thing I want to do, I do want, I'm not going to add any, I'll just go ahead and do this. I'm imagining this to be like his vest, his shirt, his tie, and his jacket. I'm going to have the vest be black. I'm not putting any stars on this, so I'm just going to color it in with black pencil. I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm just going to solid in his vest. Okay. This is just going to, I'm imagining this to be the vest. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So we'll just start with that. The other accent color I'm going to have in here is purple. So I'm going to go with a processed red, which is like a magenta color, and black cherry. Okay, so let me sharpen those two. If y'all have any questions, if it buffered and I was talking about something and you didn't get the answer to the whatever, if you didn't hear me say something you want to know, just ask it again, guys. Okay, so I'm going to start with the processed red, which is magenta color. Okay, and I'm going to color the outer edges here. I'm going to start this, just the whole thing. I'm going to base it out. Then we're going to shade it with black cherry. Okay. Hi, newbie Cheryl. And guys, if someone's having an issue with buffering or whatever, if you will answer the question for them so I don't have to keep repeating myself. If somebody, you know, take turns just answering the question. If it's buffering really bad, just tell people to wait it out. Just type it in, you know, just give it a minute. Or try to, if it's fuzzy, if it's not clear, to go to your settings. Go to your settings and adjust the wheel, inside the wheel. Turn it to 720 or 1080. Okay, I'm going to turn again, guys, while I'm going around the circle here. Please hit that. Thank you, Terry. Yeah. And thanks, everybody, for being here. I'm just, and I'm kind of using a little bit more pressure on this because I know it's going to become solid. It's not a real hard pressure where I can't put anything over it because I'm going to put black cherry over some of it. But it's a little harder pressure than, say, the skin, because I know I'm not going to do a lot of layers on this part. Okay. Sharpening again. Hi, Jean. Anybody else I missed? Okay, so I'm going to take the black cherry and I'm going to start putting some shading here. So like right up here. And then I'm just going to kind of let it feather out. See that? See how that just gives it a little bit more depth? Okay, same thing on this side. Just kind of feather it out. Okay, I'm just going to pick a few random spots to add a little bit of shadow so that kind of makes it look a little shiny like. So can y'all see how that just gives it a little bit of depth? Maybe a little here and then a little on the bottom. Okay, and then softly kind of feather it out where the magenta color was already there. You'll see that where I've added that. Okay, now I'm going to do a little down here at the bottom. And this, the Strathmore Tone Tan paper, whether it's in the thicker cardstock like this or on the paper itself, just the sketchbook type paper, it just takes pencil awesome. Okay, maybe that might be enough there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a layer of white on his shirt. I'm just going to put a nice little light layer of white. I'm going to give him a striped shirt. So I'm just going to put a layer of white. Then his shirt is behind the tie there too. Hi, Louise. Shirley, anybody else that I missed? I'm kind of really heads down here doing this, so I do try to look up here every couple minutes. But the chat moves pretty fast, so a couple minutes, you know, it's gone through a few times. All right, so just a nice white shirt, but I don't want it just solid white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blue I want a little bit of shading to it. So I'm going to take the blue, which is just my periwinkle. Doesn't have to be this color. It can be slate blue, periwinkle. And I'm just going to kind of lightly shade the shirt so it looks like it has folds to it. You know, like it's not just flat. It has a little bit of shadow to it. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. Very subtle, but it makes a difference. Can y'all see how that makes a difference on the shirt? Bye, Zeely! Thank you for stopping in. See that little bit of shadow, how it gives it a little depth? And you can go back with the white and just kind of blend it in. Always make sure that you clean the tip off, though, before you move on to an area where you don't want to accidentally put blue. Okay, see that little bit of difference that makes? See? Okay, now I'm going to go over here. The same thing on this side. Just a little bit along the edges. Maybe bring it in a couple of spots. And then go with the white. I'm trying not to turn it too much. So now I have a white shirt that's got a little bit of shading to it to start with. Okay. Maybe just a little bit more here. All right. Now I'm going to take my magenta. Well, it's processed red, but it looks magenta. It's the color that I used for the base of this. Now I'm going to make it a purple striped shirt. Now I'm imagining this collar, like here's the collar. I'm imagining it's a little bit bent, right? It's not like, I'm not going to do this. Like here's the collar. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to bend the stripes so it looks like the collar has bend to it. Okay, so here I'm going to do. I'm just going to put stripes. Okay. Okay, same thing for this side, but it's going to bend the other way. I'm not being too particular as far as like, you know, I'm just kind of making it look like it has a striped shirt. Just kind of making it like that. Okay. And then if you want a little, you know, you can go back if you need a little bit more shadow. Down here at the bottom, maybe right along the edge. Something like that. All right, his tie is going to be purple. So I'm going to start with the magenta. And then I'm going to go in with the black cherry and shade the little tie. Something like that. Oh, you're welcome, newbie. All right. Now, if I wanted to have a nice little extra sheen to the shirt, I'll take my Posca and just put a little bit, like right down the middle here. Okay, and then I can just kind of smear it just a little tiny bit, like give it a shine. You don't have to do this if you don't want. If you don't want if you want the shirt to be like flat cotton, but if you want it to have a little bit of sheen, then you can just put that in there and then just kind of smear it. If it gets too much, you can go back with, you can go back and, smooth it out, get rid of some of it if you want. It gives it like a shine. All right, let's see, what else do I want to do next? Oh, let me fix that little, let me fix this tie. I got a little bit of white on the tie. All right, let's go back to the skin. All right, so now I'm going to go back with the white, the nectar, and the ochre. Those are the three colors I'm using on the skin. Okay, I'm just kind of working all over the place. All right, now I'm going to go back with the nectar. And remember, I just added a layer of the ochre around the shadows. Now I'm going to go back over it. I'm going to go over the top of the ochre and then lightly, lightly over the white. I mean, barely, barely, barely going over the white. You'll probably notice, let's go up here. You can notice it more. Okay, so I'm going to first go over the ochre here. And then just, I'm barely touching the white, just barely. You got to just feather it very slowly. If you want it darker, you can get it darker, but just take your time with it. Because now I'm blending it out. Okay, I'm blending it out. And I know it might seem like, well, you're covering up the white, so why did you put it down there in the first place? It just retains that paper. It retains it just retains those highlights. Now, if I want, I can even add a little bit more white and blend it out. If you don't have that as a base, it's so easy not to have a highlight at all. The highlight will go away. It's just so much easier just to have that there. And then again, I'm just kind of going over a light coat of the nectar color. We can always do more shadowing, like under the hair or whatever we want. I'm not done with the hair yet. I just have it kind of blocked in. But take your time. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Darcy. Hi, Smoky Fireside Creations. That's a cute name. Just kind of, I'm kind of feathered, going back and forth to make sure it's all nice and feathered in. And go right over the white, very, very lightly. Then you can put some more back in now that you have that initial white layer. I don't want to hurry this part because you'll get streaky face. But even though I'm going over it, see how you can still see it? See how you can still see it even though I've gone over it? Now I'm going to go over this side. But it's just not pure white anymore. And you can use more than 3 colors. I'm trying to make it as simple as I can so that you can see how much you can do with just nectar, umber, and white. You can get a lot done with just 3 colors on the skin. Okay, just slightly, a little bit over the nose. Just every place there's white, I'm just lightly, lightly, lightly putting a nice little coat over it. Same thing for his lips. His little dimples. All right, let me take a look at chat a minute. Hi, Adadel. Hi, Michelle. Anybody else I missed? Okay, so now I'm going to go back with a little bit more ochre and then just, go back in here and find a few more areas to shade a little darker. You just have to build up the skin layers really slowly. And I'm only using 3 colors. And I'm going to do his 5 o'clock shadow here in a minute too. Can y'all see the difference where I'm adding the dark? Hi, Deb. Thanks for stopping in. And if you're just joining us, I'm coloring a page out of Circle Portraits coloring book by Laura Rafferty, who I don't know if she's still here, but she was here earlier. And these are the printouts. This is in the book, but it's printed out on the Strathmore heavy, on the cardstock. And she did say she will be having the cardstock versions in her shop on Etsy soon. She'll have them back soon, so. But this page is in the book on the white paper, on the regular paper. So I'm just going back in here and doing a little bit more shading, a little shadow under the hairline here. A little bit more under the hat. And then as you do this, you might have to blend it out again with the nectar. A little bit more around his eyes. A little darker around his nose. Get a little bit of I don't know what that little divot is called there. There's a name for it. A little bit of line there. Okay, we'll keep shading here. Just build it up slow. A little bit more around his dimples. A little bit in his cheeks there. His ear. Okay. Okay, now I wanted to get, I want to make his nostrils dark. All right, now I'm going to take the nectar one more time with the nectar. Oh, Filtrum. Thank you, Devin. All right, so now I'm going to do one final pass with the nectar over the burnt sienna that we just did, just to make sure it's all nice and smooth. And, if I need to, and get back in here with the white and keep a few extra little highlights, like right there, right over his eyebrows. I'm just smoothing out that last layer. Go back in there lightly with the cheeks there. And just, you just kind of go back and forth until it's all as smoothed out as you want it to be. And you can see it in person where the pencil lines need to be smoothed out. A little bit on his lip here. Okay. It's pretty good. If you still think it's too bright anywhere with white, then just go back over it with the nectar. Just take your time with it. The tone tan paper really makes it, you already have that mid-tone with the tone tan paper. All right. We'll go ahead and do the stubble now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two things. I'm going to take my black pencil first and get it nice and sharp. Okay. Nice and sharp. And I'm going to just, let's see if you can see where the stubble is. I'm going to also do some work on his eyebrows. All right, see how you can see a little bit of stubble right there under his nose, and a little tiny bit carries off into the side. And then all in here, there's stubble. Can y'all barely see that? I'm going to hold it there. It's kind of like where the grayscale looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I'm going to just kind of do little flicks. Just kind of, now don't do this. Don't do this. Tiny, I mean, don't do that kind of stroke. Do kind of like this. Okay, do this. Don't do that, because it just won't look natural. So you're just kind of doing little flicks. And do less is more. Like right up under his nose here, he's going to have some. And then it's going to kind of carry out. It'll be a little heavier down here along the jawline. It'll be more shadowy along the jawline. So this is how I started, a little bit on his neck there. I'm not going to do too much on his neck, because, I mean, the 5 o'clock shadow thing looks cool on the face. But when it starts getting on the neck, that maybe it's just me. When it starts getting a hairy neck, it's like, I don't know. It's not the same as the cool little 5 o'clock shadow. Just me. I don't like a hairy neck. All right, so let's keep going here. This is going to take a minute now. Darker right along the jawline. Could even give him a little bit of a cleft chin there. I'm just kind of tapping, but in different directions. It's very subtle, and I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. Can you see where we're going? See where I left off right there? All right, so I'm going to come up here on his cheek a little. I'll do a couple more things. You'll see here in a minute. I don't want to hurry this, because Okay, I'm going to come over here on his lip. I'm going to show you a couple of tips in a minute. Let's get this based in first. He's so pretty. Yeah, he's quite the dandy, isn't he? He's quite the dandy. Very pretty. Kind of reminds me of, you know, like the look like Paul Newman and Robert Redford had in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That kind of look, you know, kind of like that. You know, especially with the, you know, the steel blue eyes. Okay, so all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the nectar, and I don't want to say go over the whole thing. Don't do that, but just here and there, just kind of do a little bit of a blend. I mean, just kind of go over it here and there, and it kind of smears the black just a little, and it makes it look more natural. And you can add as much stubble as you want. But then just kind of, it's kind of like I do freckles. It's kind of how, except this is tinier. But when you do freckles, let me get the other girl here. Like when I did freckles on her, see how it's just a few little dots? And then what I did is I went over it with the light color and kind of smeared them out so that they're not just like polka dots, right? You don't want it like to look like polka dots. All right, so I'm just going to kind of smear out a few more here. And then like right along the edge, like where I might have gone outside onto the black over here, I'm just going to kind of clean that edge up here. So it's nice and smooth along his face. And then what I did is I took my Sharpie pen, okay, and just picked out a few like little, you know, maybe just a couple little, let's get my pen working here. A couple more that might stand out just a little more. And it's very subtle, guys. I can't even, you might not even be able to tell on camera how little subtle these little dots are that I'm putting on here with the pen as like a final little step. It's just, they're very tiny. They're much more tiny than you can really get with a pencil dot. So after you've done whatever you can do with the pencil, you can go back in here with just a few little extras. See? You like the steel blue eyes. Okay, now I'm going to also go in here. Now I'm going to sharpen my black again. We're going to do a little bit of hair and eyebrows now. We got to work on his hat and the gold bits. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is on his eyebrows, I'm going to flick in some extra, little extra thicker eyebrows. Not too, I don't want them bushy, but I want them to stand out just a little. Let me see if I'll do one side, then see if you can see the difference. Okay. See how I added just a little bit more? More flicks. You like the stubble? Thank you, Laura. Okay, so I'm just doing a little extra eyebrow on him. Okay, and the same thing, I can go back in with the pen and just get those few little tiny hairs extra in the eyebrows. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black pen and I'm going to do the lash line. Now I'm going to do a nice dark line, but we don't want to give them girl eyelashes. You can give them a couple, but don't flick out a bunch of eyelashes like we do on a girl. Okay. But I want him to have a nice black top lash line because he has black hair. So he's going to have black lashes. But just putting that line, look at the black line. See how that black line makes him look like he has nice lashes? Is that enough guy line? No, I don't want any on the bottom. I don't want any on the bottom. If anything else, I'm going to sharpen my white here. And actually going to put a little bit extra light to his eyes. This one needs a little fixing. Okay. All right, I see right here when I look in camera, that black, that's standing out too much. There's one little whisker here that's, I can see, if I can see it on camera, he needs to shave it off a little there. All right, so now I'm going to go in here with black, and I'm going to start working on his hair. And I'm just going to start flicking in the hair, kind of in the direction. You could start with just it's going to be a little shadow there anyway. So if you want to start like the hair right there, just go ahead and put you a baseline for the hair, because that's going to be blended out. Just so where the hair is. Okay, now let me sharpen again. A lot of sharpening. Okay. Now I'm going to start from that baseline. I'm just going to kind of wiggle down. And start flicking in hair. Some are curled this way. Give them a little extra curl right there. Let's just get it based in here. Just flicking in individual hairs. David. See, I'm kind of just having them dark at the bottom and dark at the top, and then just kind of soft in the middle. Okay. I'm going to take my blue. I'm going to put a little bit of that in here because it's going to stay. I want it to be a little highlight. And this is just kind of a balance back and forth because I want his hair to be black, but I want it to be shiny. So You can do that with blue. Can y'all see how that still leaves a little bit of shine? And soften it right along the hairline there. And then you can take, you could get your black. I've got quite a lot of pencil there. So if you do it real light, like don't bear down, you think if you bear down real hard that it would make it work. But actually, if you take a light touch with your Sharpie pen on top of the wax, it works better. So in other words, I'm just barely skimming, and you might have to kind of clean it off, just barely skimming the tops of the pencil, and you'll be able to see fine little hairs in there. And, some newer Sharpies might work better than, you got to just kind of play with that. So I'm just kind of, but I'm picking up wax when I do that. That's that. Just skimming the top of it. And I don't even know if you'll be able to tell it. I can see it, but I want this hair right there. Okay. I'm going to get back in here with black, just a little bit more black. Just kind of shade it down just a little bit more. Right under the hat there. Okay, now we're going to get into the hat. I got to, well, the hat and the jacket are going to be the same. I'm going to start with the ochre color, the burnt ochre. Let me sharpen. You know what? Let me go ahead and do, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the, let's do the band first. Okay, I think I want to do the band. All right, so I'm going to start with, you can see there's like a little stripe here, and then I want this to look like satin, the middle. So first I'm going to do is do the same thing that I did on this circle here. Oh, and I got to do this circle too, I think. Yeah, let's do this circle too. The inside of the gear. And remember, the gears are going to be gold and then stickles. They're going to be glitter. Okay. So I'm just going to go around this. And sharpen again. Okay. And I'm going to shade that too. I'll just shade it at the same time as I do this. So I'm going to do like a little stripe on the hat here. And right up here. Now I'm going to take the black cherry and I'm going to shade over here. This right here I want it to look like satin. So I'm going to do the shading everything up and down to make it look like almost like a grosgrain satin ribbon. But I want this part to be coordinated with this. Okay. All right, and then no, I've done art all my life. Somebody asked if I went to art school. I've done art all my life, and I've taken art classes here and there, a lot of life drawing classes. And I don't want to call them classes, but places to go where you can do life drawing. And then I went back to college in my 30s. But I actually went to get a degree in journalism with a minor in art. So I went back to college in my 30s to get that degree, but I had some medical issues. I had to have a kidney removed. So other things I don't, need to get into it. So I dropped out of college. I'm a college dropout. The song Grease, high school, it was a beauty school dropout. Art school dropout is running through my head. So I did not finish school, but I did. Yeah, beauty school. Yeah, exactly, Darcy. So I didn't finish school. But here's the thing, guys. I've moved 30 times at least in my life. I grew up in the military. I married the military. And every place we've moved, I've always taken a class here and there. I read. I mean, I can't even tell you how much I read and have read. And I can learn very easily from a book. So if I have a book, I can teach myself very well. So I've never been a non-learner because I love to learn and I love to read. I love to study. And so I've gone to school here and there, classes here and there. But did I go to art school? No, I did not go to art school. These days, art school would probably bust the bank. I can't even imagine like going to SCAD or something like that and paying $40,000 a year. Okay, so now I want to do this like a grosgrain ribbon. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, again, I want to have some sheen to this. So I'm going to put a little bit of white here. Okay, then we'll do the hat itself. All right, now I'm going to take the processed red kind of magenta color, and I'm going to go over this whole thing. Okay. Just for a base. Now I'm going to go over the black. And you got to just take your time and shade it, slowly here. I'm in art school every Monday and Wednesday. Oh, Faithful. I love you, Faithful. So sweet. And of course, yeah. And guys, now, I mean, you can find out how to do anything online these days for free, you really can. Not that I don't want to say don't go to art school, but it's very, very, very expensive. I know how expensive SCAD is. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the magenta. And see how I'm kind of keeping it vertical, so it kind of looks like a kind of a satiny type ribbon going this way. I don't really want it to look. I don't want it to look as striped as grosgrain. I want it to look more satin, but I want to have a little bit of that vertical look to it. A YouTube video, you fixed your lawnmower last summer. I know, and I'm telling you, my granddaughter Boo, she could be the YouTube. I learned it from YouTube queen. That girl can do anything from YouTube. All right, so now I'm going to go back with white and just kind of let's just kind of get this smoothed out here. But you see how the light is here in the front and it makes it look like it's closer. Okay. I'm going to go back to the magenta and just back and forth until I get it as smooth and blended out as I want. All right, now what I'm going to do is take probably black. Let me go ahead and take black. And I want to make this band, the stripe, look just a little bit more pop. So I'm going to just do a little bit of extra. And I'll probably do it on the top too. After I put in the brown, I'll probably do the same thing on the other edge of this ribbon. But right now, I want this edge to have just a little extra division. Just that much for now. We can blend it out a little more if I need to. Okay, now let's start basing in his coat and the hat, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with the base of the same burnt ochre that we shaded his face with. All right, so what I'm going to do is, get the little crumbs off there, is I'm going to put a base. Okay, just like it's going to be like a felt, you know, like a woolly felt, you know, 1900 steampunk woolly felt hat and jacket. And don't forget, guys, the gears and the gears, this gear and the goggles are going to be gold. And then I'm going to go over the gold with stickles and make it glitter. Now, you don't have to do that. You may not like glitter on your metal, but I'm going to do it. Did you put your finished? Wait, what? Oh, Donna, you removed your message. I was just reading it. I guess you figured out the answer if you just took it away. All right, so just a nice base coat here over the whole hat. Okay, just a base. We're going to shade it. Let me sharpen. All right, now let's do the jacket here. I'll take a quick break, guys, if y'all don't mind. Drink a big glass of juice, if you know what I mean. I've got to take a quick break. I usually don't have to take too many breaks during my show. All right, let me take a quick break. There's which little thing do I want to say? Let's see. There we go. Andy says BRB. How far above your work is your camera? It is, yes, I keep it on widescreen because if you look at videos, if you look at YouTube videos that are not widescreen, you have black bands on the sides, right? You don't want black bands on the side of your video. So it is widescreen. And my camera is literally, I'll tell you exactly. Now I am zoomed in right now. Here, I'll tell you in a second. Okay, it is like 17. This is an 18-inch ruler, and it's like 17 inches. It's right there, 17 inches from my page. But let me show you real quick since you asked. I'm going to show you how far I'm zoomed in. Okay, this is how far I'm zoomed in. So this right here, this setting, no zoom in, not zoomed in at all. with 18, close to 18 inches from camera tip to page. So this is how far out. Now I can always move my camera up, right? I can make it farther away. But at 17 to 18 inches, this is what it looks like. Okay. Now let's see how many times I had it clicked in. I think I have the option of clicking in. I think we said one time 28 times. That's not how many times I was clicked in. But let's just click back in. I gotta see it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's about 9 clicks in. Okay, that's about 9 clicks in. And I did lose a little bit of my color. There we go. So does that help? Did that help? If you're wanting to know. Okay. Yeah. This is small. It's like this right here. This page is smaller than out of the book. Okay. The piece out of the book. Here we go. See? It's bigger in the book. And the book, let me measure for you guys. Hang on. The book is 10 by 10, I think. Yeah, 10. The book is 10 by 10, but this piece is 8 by 8. Okay, so this is smaller than the book. The book's 10 by 10. Now let me go run real quick, guys. I'll be right back. One moment. No, baby, you can't come in. I know you want to come in, but you can't. We're just sitting outside the door, just like waiting for me to get done. Okay. Make sure my hands are dry before touching my page. Okay. Hi, Graceland. All right, so let's move Andy and my little sign there. All right, back at it here. So I think I changed the lighting by doing that a little. I don't know. I guess it's okay. It's a little darker in person now, but I don't want it to get it too dark because then when I go back and watch it later, it looks too dark. And the jacket, okay? So now I'm going to just start shading. And I want to have a little bit of like mashiness to the hat. I mean, like it's not perfect. So let's make a little bit of texture in the hat a little bit. Like maybe it's not a brand new hat, although this guy'd probably be wearing a brand new hat, right? So let's do a little shading here. Let's get these edges. I hear you. They're clawing at the door to come in. I'll let them get back in a minute. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing okay. All right. So I'm just going to. Okay. So I got a little bit of shading on the edges of the hat there. And now I'm going to go back with the same color here. I mean, the ochre. And go over the top of the brown. Blend that out. Smooth that out. Can y'all see how that's making it look like a felt hat? And if I want a little bit extra, I'll just go back to the nectar and just, you know, maybe just do a couple of little light spots there and then go back over it with the ochre again. Keeping the colors minimal. Okay, now I'm going to take the black, just like we did on the bottom here, and did a little bit of a, you know, little edge. Let's get it sharper because I'm going to mess up that satin. Oh, look, it went dark. What happened? I don't know. All right, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to go in here right along the edge here on the top edge. That little stripe there. No, baby, you can't come in. Oh my gosh, do you hear them? They're like they're beating down the door. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did. I did roar. I did the roar. Let's keep that nice and sharp there. I'm going to go back with my magenta here. Sharpen. I know they want in, Jean. But they'll be up here in my business. They'll be all up in here. Okay, let's just blend this out just a little bit more. I feel like I'm getting in a little bit of a hurry, and I don't want to do that. Okay, now see how we got the top of that hat done? Now I'm going to put the purples away so I don't accidentally use that. All right, now I'm going to go back to the dark brown, dark umber. Is it dark umber? Yeah, dark umber. And I'm going to start shading the rest of the hat here. Hubster will probably come home for lunch. What time is it? Yeah, he might come home for lunch, and then they won't care nothing about coming in here if he's home. They'll want to hang out because he'll be out there in their area. Okay, so I'm just kind of shading a little bit with the darker brown. How are you making some of the colors look like velvet? It's just in the shading. And hi, Katrina, by the way. Shade around here. On the hat here, the brim. And then up under here, it's going to be darker. You know. So lay down this dark color, and then I'll go back over the whole thing again with the burnt sienna. Or is it burnt ochre? Yeah, burnt ochre. The ochre and the sienna are very similar. I'll pick up one or the other, not even really notice which is which. Let's go over the whole thing. I'm going to do the gold here in a minute. Okay, now I'll take a little bit of black and just get a little bit darker right up under here. Just a little darker right up under the brim. Maybe right along this hairline a little bit. Needs to have a little bit darker right along the edge here. Okay, maybe take a little bit of white and just kind of give it a little bit of a highlight right here in the front. Then just go back over it with the sienna, just go, or the ochre, just go right back over it, knock it back a little. Just gives it a little bit more brightness there. Okay. All right, everybody still with the tour? All right, what else do I need to do? Let's go down to the jacket here. Same thing, taking the brown, and I'm going to start shading the jacket. Make it look like wool or felty. Bye, Jean. Thank you for being here, Jeannie. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody, again for all the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Can't wait for y'all to see the end. I have a little thing of surprise at the end. Okay, so let's just put a little bit of, now I'm just going to go back with the ochre again, or the burnt ochre, and go back over it. Okay. See how that second layer makes a difference? Oh, thank you, Picola. Picola, you're awesome. All right. Okay, next. Let's see what I want to do next. Let's do a little bit more in the green in the inside there. Let's see. Okay, let me get to the, I'm going to go with a peacock green now. And I'm going to do a little bit more, like no particular, just almost a little bit of streaky, like maybe there's a little bit of glare. You know, I'm just going to put some of this with the dark green. Then I'll go back over it with the light green. And then I'll put a nice bright white highlight. I'm trying to make them look kind of the same, because if the light's hitting them, it's going to kind of be in the same spot, probably. I don't know. If you want an exact, you can always look up references for glass, green glass, or goggles, or, you know, reflections. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of do that. Now I'm going to take the green, and I'm just going to kind of blend that in. Just kind of blend it all in like this. See how that just kind of softened it out? And then I'll take the white Posca. And you could do it a couple ways. You could go in the same direction or an opposite direction. I think I've done it a couple different ways. I'm just going to go from edge from the edge like that, and then maybe just a little bit more down here. So that way it looks like the glass is all the way to the edge. If I just have these reflections right in the inside, not all the way to the edge, it's not going to look like the glass comes all the way up there. It'll look too recessed. Okay, now we're going to do the gold. Wait, let me do one more thing. Let me go around. I'm going to go around the edge of the gears. I don't know if you can see. See, there's a little bit of a lip. See how there's a little bit of an edge to the gears? I'm going to go around that. Oh, wait, let me do one more thing. Let me take my black. And I'm going to color behind these gears here. I want the back of this little medallion thing to be black. We're getting there, guys. Behind the gears, it's all going to be black. Okay, now what I'm going to do is do these edges. Just so they stand out a little. They're not going to, it's not going to show very much because when I put the stickles on it, this is going to get pretty much lost. But I want to know it's there. So I'm just going to do all the edges of the gears. I got to turn it here. And then this side has two gears kind of intersecting. I messed that one up. I got the wrong direction. It's okay. Okay. Did you miss a spot under the goggles? Miss a spot under the goggles? Part of the band. You mean this little bit right there? That's part of the goggles. Which is, all the goggles are going to be gold. Okay. So now I've messed this gear up a little bit on the side, but it's going to be all stickled. You're not even going to notice. You wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't said. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a gold Posca, which is not going to show. It's barely going to show, but it's just going to give me a base on the other side. Over here? You mean that little tiny bit of brown right there? Yeah, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to go over all this with gold. Now, you're not going to, again, I'm going to turn it so I can get circles here. You're not going to see this gold. It's a little piece of fuzz on there. You're not going to see this when the stickles gets on it. But I'm going to show you that you can just do gold paint or gel pen. You know, you could do a gel pen too. Like if I want to get in some of these little tiny little gears here, I'll just get in there with the, but it's not going to show, guys, when I do the stickles. But you could do this with your gel pen. If you're not going to stickle it, if you're not going to put stickles on, then you could use your gel pen or a small gold pen, whatever. I'll show you what it looks like here. Just getting this based on here. So you could use whatever gold you want. If you're not going to stickle it, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I'll show the book again here in a minute, too. Okay. So, again, you might be able to see a little bit of shine on it. Not much. But, again, that's why I want to do it with stickles. Okay. All right. So, let me go ahead and do all the gold, everything that's going to be gold. All the way around the goggles. And there's a couple, 2 or 3 like layers. But they're not going to show. You'll see what I'm talking about when I go to do the stickles. Maybe I'll put a little brown, just a little, well, maybe a little black dot inside the little screw hole there. I got a little crusty bit on there for some reason. I'm not looking at chat, guys. I'm trying to crack a lack here. The only thing is when you're spinning and doing stuff like this, make sure that wherever your hand is resting is not a place where you've put something down. Okay, something like this. Okay, and then all the gold areas of the gear. All the rest of the gears. To do a little more shading around these edges here too. And again, I don't know who sent me the 3 white Poscas over the weekend, but thank you. It came in handy. I was running low on the white, so thank you. All right, so this isn't going to look that neat because I'm kind of hurrying because I know where I'm heading with this because I'm going to cover this gold up. So I'm not being overly neat with the application of this gold because I know I'm going to cover it up. And this gold is not like glittery or anything. It's just like just a metallic look to it. Oh, I see. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I see right here. This needs to be purple. I think that's what y'all were talking about. It's a little bit of purple right in there. Let me go back with my black cherry here. I didn't get the shading here yet either. Remember I said I was going to shade right in here? I didn't get that shaded either. Can't be in a hurry. Okay, let's finish this gold. Okay. Now, it's just not that neat or that precise, and you probably can't even see it, but there's gold on there. But what's going to matter, it's not going to matter because now I'm going to take my stickles, okay, which I'm just using gold stickles, glitter glue. I'm shaking it down to the tip, and you can see how small the tip is. And now I'm going to go over everything. Don't do this till the very last. You know what? Before I do that, let me go ahead and sign here. Let me go ahead and sign here. So I'm going to use let's make sure this pin's still working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right over here. Circle Portraits by Laura Rafferty. Colorist. (2019). Okay. And again, my hand has kind of touched the white edge where I penciled that little line around the outside. So I'm just going to go back over this real quick before. You want to do the stickles, the very last thing. Because you can't really work on anything with the wet stickles, and it can take a few hours to dry. Whoops. So is Laura still here? I don't know if she's still here. She was here earlier. You still here, Laura? Okay. I'm just kind of taking my time, going a little, making this bright, the white around the edge brighter than the pencil. There's a bit of black background under the pink that you just added. There's a bit of black background. Oh yeah, right there. Thank you, Jean. Let's go in there with my pen. Tiny little area. Thank you, Sassy. Okay. Okay. Finish here. Okay, you're still. Well, I was going to, if you want me to, if you would like it, Laura, I was going to send this to you. Just have to tell me where to send it. But wait for it. I'm not done yet. I got a couple more things to show y'all. Give me 5 more minutes. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze out the glitter glue, which is the stickles, and I'm going to cover up all the gold. And then I got something else to show y'all, because y'all are going to go, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? But anyway, Laura, if you would like this, you sent me extra pages in Kenny's gift. You sent these extra pages, and also you hung out all this time. So we appreciate having you here. So I'll send this to you if you would like it. Okay. Well, wait for it, Laura. Wait until you see. Wait, don't just a minute. Just a minute. Hang on. Let me finish this real quick, guys. Give me just a minute. Because I got to show y'all something. Y'all are going to go, oh my gosh, are you kidding? I saved it for last. Hang on. So I got to kind of spin it a little to get these circles here. Okay, let's do this one. Not looking at chat for just a minute, guys. I'm trying to. Okay, so here, let me just give y'all an idea where it's going. Look at that. See, look what I'm talking about. Yeah, another collab. Yes, Laura, I know, right? Another collab. Okay. All right, let me go over all this gold here. And I'm going to try to leave just that little edge of white, just a tiny, tiny little touch of that. So you just kind of scribble it on. And Stickles comes in every color. And if you don't want to get a lot of colors, then get the clear, get the diamond one, and then whatever color you go over, it will show through. So if you don't want to get a bunch of Stickles, just get the diamond. But the gold is really gold, really gold. So look at the difference there. Can y'all see that? Look at the difference. See, that's why I'm saying it didn't really matter how well I did the gold, because it's really just an underpainting, an undercut color. All right, let's do this side now. Hang on. On the edge here. I've been waiting all day to do this. Wait, I can't wait to show you guys. Just wait a minute. Wait for it. Wait for it. Again, you got to wait. You know, this will take, you know, a few hours to really dry. You want to make sure. Somebody put in my email address for Laura so I can get an address to send this to her, please. Somebody give her my email address. Okay. All right. I think I got it. Kind of tilt your head and see where you might have missed a spot. All right. There, see? It brought it to life. Now wait for it, guys. I've been waiting to do this to you all day. Okay, so are you ready? So in preparation for today's show, I said, well, you know, let's go ahead and do a practice one. So I have already done it. I did this a couple of days ago. So here's the same piece. So Laura, you can decide which side I'll sign it down here as well. You can decide which side. You can decide which side you like best. Do you like this side best? Or do you like this side best? I couldn't wait to show that to you guys. It's a twofer. Yeah. So now I got to remember. Okay, so the one that I've already signed on this side's the wet side. So I got to make sure that's dry. So you can either frame this side or this side. Aren't I bad? Aren't I bad? Okay, let me back out. Let me back out a little bit here. Okay, so this is the one I did the other day. And then here's today's. I couldn't wait to show. I've been holding that little secret in all morning. Well, they're a little different because, you know, I can't copy it exactly, you know, but they're similar. But, you know, they're close. I tried to do it as close as I could. Yeah. So let me show you guys the book again. So Laura's here in the chat too. So you can go to, let me see, what's the name of her? I got a card here somewhere with the name of her Etsy. It's, hang on. It's, what is it, Laura? What is it, Laura? Some colors to, what is it, Laura Coloring 2 TOO? Somebody type it in, Laura. Type in the name of your Etsy shop. Laura. I know it's here somewhere. I got it here. So here it is. Laura Colors, Laura Colors, COLORS 2, TOO. Laura Colors 2. If you want her circle portraits coloring book. Okay. And so I'm going to do a quick little flip through. I did a flip through the other day when I did the, here's the other piece I did. Where did I put it? Where'd I put it? Oh, here she is. This one. This is what I did the other, last week. Last week I did the Steampunk Valentine Girl. And this is all black paint. The background here is black acrylic paint so that you can do streaky stars and stuff like that. No, see, I knew when I did the first one that I did Copic real carefully. So I knew when I did this one, I said, I got to be careful not to overdo the Copic. I didn't want to overdo the Copic and have it bleed through, right? Oh, thanks, guys. So I want to do this little girl. I love her. I want to do her soon. So I'm just going to do a flip so you can see. It's got a little bit. Let me prop this up here. Let me prop this up just a little, just to take a little bit of the shot glare off. There we go. And I love doing black girls' hair. I love doing the textured hair. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that too. And this guy, he just reminds me of Bob Marley. Was Bob Marley your inspiration for this one? I love this one. So yeah, just so y'all can see, it is a little bit of an angle just to take the shine off the white paper. So you can kind of get an idea. I want to go quick. I did do a flip through of it last time. See, here's this guy here. So you can see this is a little bit smaller, right? It's a little smaller. I got to remember which side's the wet side. The sign that I've signed is the wet side. So there's the 8. This is the 8 by 8 versus the 10 by 10 in the book. Thanks, guys. As soon as I recover from surgery and get back to kind of order this fabulous book. I know, right? Isn't it awesome? And when do you have your surgery, Suze? Yeah, keep us posted. Love that one. I love all of them. They're all just really awesome. Did a great job drawing these, Laura. Awesome job drawing these. You're welcome. And hi, Passionista, Colorista. This one will be another fun one. I could so see Sammy, color and chat with Sammy, doing an awesome job with that hair. I think Sammy said she's going to order it too if she hasn't already. That we need to leave that one for Sammy because that hair, she'll rock that hair. So there's I didn't count how many pages, but there's a lot of pages in this book, guys. A lot of pages. I love Neptune there. And then I like these little circles with the children in them. See, aren't they cute? Excellent art. Excellent art. Like a little mermaid, she has gills on her face, like she's looking into the boat or into the submarine. So y'all, and Laura does have a YouTube channel, and she's on IG. So y'all follow her everywhere she is. And I just found her on Twitter too. I don't know. I don't think she's on Twitter much. I think she's kind of, I don't know if she's new to Twitter, but I don't see her much on Twitter. But she's on Instagram and she has a YouTube channel. So y'all follow. And I forgot who told me that this is Laura right there. That's a self-portrait. So there's Laura's self-portrait. See all the pens, pencils, the little artist. The little artist. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Amber Moon. That's sweet of you to say. And then look, she gives you little samples here to practice shading and coloring eyes, noses, mouths, ears, hair. Isn't that cool? That's I've never seen this in a color book before, Laura. That's awesome. And then she has some small little, so you can test skin tones. So you can do little skin tone tests. You told me that, Kenny? Yeah. And hi, Kenny. I didn't even see you come in. So yeah, Kenny's the one that told me that this was Laura. Kenny's the one that got this for me for my birthday. So thank you so much. Did you see the final piece, everybody, that came in? Here it is. Here's the one we did today. And here's where I did it the other day. So yeah. I could not wait to do that. Pull that on you guys. Oh. Oh, thanks, Becky. Good to see you. So thanks, everybody. So I'm going to send this to Laura. Thanks, Laura, for hanging out all day. And yeah, I'll let it dry a couple days and then we'll send it out to you. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. We went a little over 3 hours, so we did pretty good. Don't forget, I think, unless somebody has said, Janet will be on at 1 and Jean at 4. So the musical scrapper 4, Janet, she's here too. They're both mods, and they both stream today. So yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. And it was so nice to have you here, Laura. Thank you for hanging out with us today. That was really awesome. All right. We'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great day. All right. Bye-bye.